Here's how I scored a Costco hot dog sign. So in the past on Reddit, I'd seen people post about getting a hot dog sign, usually around the time that they have to update the signs. Most of the people were saying that this is only possible if you are an employee or you know someone who works at the food court or you somehow got access to one of their auctions. About a year ago, Costco announced that they were switching back to Coca-Cola products at their food court soda machines, and I started seeing posts about their signs being updated accordingly. And I figured, why not give it a shot? So I went down to my local warehouse and I went to the customer service people and I asked, hey, I know you guys are switching to Coke soon. Would it be possible to eventually get one of those old Pepsi signs? They laughed. They told me that nobody had ever asked that before, and they were like, that's probably not possible, but if you want to wait here, I'll call the managers so you can talk to them. So I stood there for like 10 minutes. Nobody came out, so I asked someone else. I said, hey, I'm here to ask the manager if it's possible to get a hot dog sign. They were obviously confused and honestly a little bit annoyed at the question, but they went into the office. Turns out the manager wasn't even there, and they asked someone else. Just reiterated to me that this was not gonna happen. So I accepted my defeat, got a hot dog, and went home.
How did he give it to you guys? Excuse me?
But when I got home, I felt like I hadn't given it a proper shot. So I decided to email the CEO himself, Ron Vakris. Pause the video here if you want to read the whole thing. And in less than 2 hours, I got a response. Now, I don't know if it was actually him or his assistant that wrote it, but he did send it after 5 p.m. and it was written pretty informally. Of course, I respond, I say thank you, and then I just wait. Radio silence for a week. I hadn't heard from Bob or anyone else, and I figured this whole thing was a bust. But you know what? At least they actually sent me a genuine response, which is more than most multi-billion-dollar companies can say. Then, on August 26th, a little over a week later, I get off of work, go to the gym, come back and take a shower, get out of the shower, and I see that there's an email from someone named Noemi Reyes with the subject line Costco hot dog sign. And this is the email. Bro. So later that evening, I went to the warehouse. I talked to the manager on duty and I said, hi, I'm Sterling. I'm here to pick up the hot dog sign. And she goes, oh, okay, that's you. Yeah, my regional manager called me this morning and said, you better make sure you get that delivery because someone's gonna pick it up, and gave her no extra context. So not only did they give me a sign, but they shipped it from another store across town because my warehouse wasn't ready to make the change yet. And so they went to the back and wheeled it out on their big orange flatbeds, and I walked out the door with it. I followed up with Mr. Vakris and everyone and thanked him profusely. Now I was a proud owner of a genuine Costco food court hot dog sign. And I'll tell you, this thing is huge. It's like 6 by 7 feet. My roommates don't like it, so we can't really agree on a place to put it. Of course, I want to keep it, but obviously it's not the most versatile piece of home decor. On the whole, I would say this is a pretty big flex. Shout out to Costco, shout out to Mr. Vakris and everyone who had to pull strings to make this happen. You make dreams come true, and this is precisely why I will always be a loyal Costco shopper. Anyway, that's it. Let me know what I should yap about next. My hair looks crazy.